Esther, my queen. Your wit sparkles like the jewels in your crown. Is it not so, Haman? Have you a good word for the queen?
Oh, I do indeed, most noble lord the king. But her beauty puts her gems to shame.
Wit and beauty do not prevail to chase your gloom, Haman. Does some secret sorrow gnaw at your heart?
Sorrow? Oh, no, not so, O queen. Your servant only appears dull and lifeless, in contrast to the charm and grace of your presence. Sadness cannot dwell near you, O queen.
Your words begin to have the old familiar ring. You gladden my heart, Haman. I too had thought a shadow covered you. But as you say, the brightness of my queen makes all other matters seem dim. Here, Haman. And now, Queen Esther, the time has come for your request. What is your petition, O Esther the Queen? Let it even be given to you. To the half of the kingship, let it even be done.
If I have found favor in your eyes, O king, and if to the king it does seem good, let there be given me my own soul at my petition, and my people at my request.
Your soul? The lives of your people?
We have been sold. I and my people. Yes, the Jews, my people, O king. We have been sold to be annihilated, killed, and destroyed. Now, if it was to be men slaves and maidservants that we had been sold, I would have kept silent. But silence is not appropriate when this annihilation would damage the king.
Who is this? And just where is this one who has emboldened himself to do that way?
The man, the adversary and enemy is this bad Haman.
Haman?
It is even so. Look how he cowers and cringes with guilt in your presence.
Haman? Haman has sold you and your people to be slain? How could such treachery exist in my own palace?
It is true, O king. For I am a Jewess, and Haman has given over to death all the Jews in your kingdom.
My lord the king, I told you of a people who were rebellious against your laws.
He bears false witness, O king. The Jews have labored to your profit. They have enriched your kingdom. But we are faithful to Jehovah, the God of Israel. For this reason, and this reason alone, Mordecai the Jew refused to worship Haman. So Haman found a way to annihilate us all, simply because he hates Mordecai.
Mordecai? The man whom the king himself delights to honor?
Yes.
Haman, this has gone too far. You have pushed the king beyond the limit of his patience. I am going outside to the garden.
Oh no, my lord the king. Oh, Esther, my queen. What is this thing you have done? Be merciful to me. How can your tender eyes look so harshly upon me? How can your sweet lips speak such damaging things? I am your loyal servant. Oh, Esther, my queen. See, I am on my knees to you. How was I to know that you too were among these people who are to be annihilated? Esther, my queen, you know that I meant you no harm. You must speak to the king in my behalf. He listens to you in everything. Please, I beg you, please.
Haman, leave me. I command you.
No, I beg you. Think of my life. I am the first prince of all Persia. Think about what you have done. You must plead with the king.
You are mad. Leave me. Leave me this instant. Guards, Harbona.
Haman, you traitor. Have you not betrayed me enough? And is there also to be a raping of the queen with me in the house?
Oh, no, no, my lord the king. No, please, my king, you have misjudged me.
Harbona, remove my ring from his finger and get him out of my sight.
If it pleases my lord the king, there is something else you should know.
Something else? Tell me, Harbona. Hold nothing back.
Also, you should know that There is a stake that Haman made for Mordecai, who had spoken good concerning the king. It stands in Haman's house, 50 cubits high.
You men, take Haman and hang him on it. No! You have misjudged me! I beg you, no!
Oh, Queen Esther, how different are the prospects of this Adar 13 from what we first imagined?
Yes, Peninnah. Jehovah has truly blessed our people by means of Mordecai.
Oh, and by means of you too, my lady.
Oh yes, my lady. When I saw your courage in going in unbidden to the king, I asked myself, would I have that much faith in my God, Vishnu the Preserver, or that much love for my people? And too, O Queen, if you had perished, we all would have perished. But I knew that I could not have done what you did. Now, since the writing of Mordecai has gone out, I too have become a Jew. Listen, O Queen, the sound of fighting. It is getting nearer.
What does it mean, my lady?
I do not know, Peninnah. Call Hathak.
At once, my lady.
It is good, Varuna, my dear, to hear you speak of your newfound faith in Jehovah. He surely is a God of saving acts who never
Here I am, O Queen. What is your wish?
The sound of fighting, Hathak. What does it mean?
We do not know yet, O Queen, but you need have no fear. No enemy of the Jews could find his way in here. You are completely surrounded by your loyal friends and supporters.
Never has Jehovah our God shown himself as strongly and out of favor, O Queen.
Oh, the guards outside your quarters look as stalwart as a young army.
Oh yes, the king has stationed the finest soldiers of his personal bodyguard around the queen's house. All of them loyal to the king and for the Jews.
Look! Even the princes Memucan and Karshina have sent armed men of their own attendants.
You have all been a great blessing to me and a genuine comfort on this fateful day.
Excuse me, O Queen, but Mordecai is waiting outside. I was just about to announce his arrival.
Hathak, show him in at once.
He is even at the door, O Queen.
Oh, Mordecai, how good it is to see you. I feared for your safety.
And I for yours, although I knew you were well surrounded by loyal soldiers of the king.
But what of our people throughout the realm? Are they really to stand in their own defense? What do they have? How can they protect themselves?
We do not know for sure, but in all the districts, the Jews have gathered together in their cities to lay hand on those seeking their injury. It seems that the dread of the Jews has fallen upon everyone.
But is there anyone to back them up? To stand up for them and to fight?
We have confidence in all the king's soldiers stationed in their garrisons in the cities, even the princes of the jurisdictional districts, and the satraps, and the governors, and the doers of the business that belongs to the king, have arranged to assist the Jews because of the writing that the king has sent out to all the people.
The sound of the fighting is getting stronger.
Yes, the enemies of the Jews have entrenched themselves, particularly in Shushan the castle. But the sound of fighting that you hear is the sound of our people and of those who have joined themselves to us, avenging themselves on our enemies. Listen, the sound of fighting has changed to a joyful sound.
Varuna, please see who it is that would enter.
Yes, my lady.
Oh, my lord Mordecai, this has indeed been a day of exultation. Already hundreds of our enemies have died at our hands, and also the sons of Haman have been killed. And my lady, Queen Esther, there is already great rejoicing in the castle of Shushan. But Mordecai, many of our enemies remain. They have withdrawn themselves, and it is now late in the day. What shall we do?
Your report is good news, Hilkiah. But as for the rest of the enemies of the Jews, they must not be left, because in that way our victory would not be complete. Esther, You must speak to the king.
Ah, my queen, Esther, and Mordecai, you too. The Jews have indeed gained a great victory in Shushan today. In Shushan, the castle, the Jews have killed, and there has been a destroying of 500 men and the 10 sons of Haman. In the rest of the jurisdictional districts of the king, Mordecai, what have they done?
Word has not yet reached us, my lord the king. But my people were well prepared. They were gathered together in their cities, and our little ones and women were well defended.
There is but one thing yet, O king.
What is your petition, Queen Esther? Let it be done.
If to the king it does seem good, let it be granted tomorrow also to the Jews that are in Shushan to do according to the law of today. And let the 10 sons of Haman be hanged upon the stake that was prepared for Mordecai, and on which Haman was hanged.
Let it be done that way tomorrow. Mordecai, give the law out in Shushan. The carcasses of Haman's 10 sons are to be hanged, and the Jews in Shushan are to gather themselves together also tomorrow, the 14th day of the month Adar, in order that their victory might be complete. And then let them proclaim a feast throughout the realm, and let there be a great rejoicing among the people.
Oh, Mordecai, my lord, what a blessing it has been to our people to have you in position second to King Ahasuerus.
Hilkiah is right, Mordecai. Your name has indeed become great among the Jews and delightsome to the multitude of our brothers. For you have done nothing but work for the good of our people.
Please forgive me for doubting you when you refused to bow before Haman. Now I know what it means to put faith in our God, Jehovah. Never again will I doubt his word or the ability of the true God to carry out his commandments.
You have spoken well, Hilkiah. And now, lest all of the Jews forget, and this day fade from our memories, it shall be written in documents to all the Jews that are in the jurisdictional districts of King Ahasuerus, the nearby and the distant ones, to impose upon them the obligation to be regularly holding the 14th day of the month Adar and the 15th day of it in each and every year, to hold them as days of banqueting and rejoicing, and of the sending of portions to one another, and of gifts to the poor people, because Jehovah our God has brought this great salvation to his people.